Okay, today we're changing this countershaft seal. It's pretty similar on all dirt bikes, but this is a 2001 K10 300. First you want to loosen up your rear axle. I just take my nut and stuff off and drive it through until it goes past this bolt, and I can slide my tire up. That way it loosens my chain. And I just take 2 screwdrivers and prise this off. This little snap ring right here. Just work it off of there. Probably a good idea to wear safety glasses. This little thing can go flying, but I'll set my phone down real quick and get this the rest of the way off there, but I'm just gonna work my screwdriver around it like this, or on this side, and work it out. Okay, I got that out. Set it there. Now all this should come off there. You just have to wiggle it back and forth and it'll come off. It's easier if you can take your chain completely off, but it's hitting my guard right here. I could pop it off there real easy, but I'm just gonna try to work it off there like this. Pull more chain through it. Just like that. Just want to keep your sprocket out of your chain. Set it there. Just try to get the chain out of your way. Okay, then you'll see this little piece right here. This, you should be able to get a hold of it and just pull it out. Okay, there's an O-ring that rides inside of this, in that groove. And we'll have to use a little pick or something to get it out. You can probably see it in the video. Okay, I'm just gonna take a screwdriver in here like this. Ease that O-ring out. Just like that. This is probably why it was leaking. Most of the time this is what goes bad. Look down in there, make sure everything looks okay. Next we gotta take this seal right here off. This is actually a seal you can't see because of how nasty my bike is. This thing has been leaking for a very, very long time. But I'll see if I can prise it out of there with a screwdriver. I don't got no picks or nothing. It probably ain't gonna work. I'll probably have to screw a couple screws into it and try to get it out that way. But you want to be careful and not mess up your actual housing right here where the seal meets this. Be very careful and don't scratch that. I'm gonna try to prise on this for a minute and I'll come back with you, because you might damage your housing right here. But I just drove my screwdriver in there very gently. As you can see, I can get behind it and just pop it right out. It's better if you have a seal puller. It's a little tool that you can just stick in here and prise and it'll pull it right out. But just gonna sit here and work this out. Real nice and easy. You just want to be really careful. This is aluminum. All this is just aluminum and it's got to be nice and smooth. If you mess it up, you're kind of screwed. Seal will leak. Sorry about the bad camera angles. I don't got nothing to hold my camera yet. As you can see, that'll just pop right out of there. Just want to check. Need a couple rags. Wipe around in this. Make sure you didn't scratch it up. Mine feels okay. But make sure your bearing feels tight. Gotta wiggle it. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit and put this new seal in. There's the kit that I ordered. Ordered it off Rocky Mountain. Seals. New snap ring. That's if you want to take your case apart and rebuild the whole thing from the inside. More seals. More O-rings. Here's the seal you need. Your new little piece. It's got the slot cut in for the O-ring. Your new snap ring to hold your sprocket on. So you want to take all your stuff, just compare it to your old, make sure it's the same. Just make sure they all look the same. Same size O-ring. Just compare it all, make sure it all looks good before you put it all together. First, we're going to start with this seal. We're going to open this up. I always like to put just at least a little bit of oil on this. Make it slide in easier without having to worry about it ripping or nothing. So make sure you put it in the right way. Put this spring and stuff in the slot on the inside. Just work it in there, get it all flush. This has to go in flush, or you'll mess your seal up. You'll have to order you a new one. Just want to try to get it started kind of flat. And I'm actually going to have to set my phone down for this because I need more than one hand, but I'm going to get that flush. And you take a socket or anything like that that's the same diameter. You want to make sure it's at the outside. If it's too small, you'll just knock the inside of the seal out and you'll mess it up. I'll get that up there and get you a little hammer. Just gently peck it in. Try to get it flush. You don't want to go too far, just get it flush with the outside here. Just enough where your O-ring and all that stuff, your snap ring and stuff will go on your sprocket and everything will work out good. Okay, just gonna very gently push my O-ring back in there. Work my way around. This is the new one. Push it all the way around. Very easy with it. I'll get your new this. I just put just a little bit of oil on it. Find a socket. And then tap it in. Be very gentle though. Okay, so I got that tapped in there, nice and gentle. Just make sure it spins and feels nice and tight. That way you know it's got a good seal. But then, all you do, put your sprocket back on. Put it back on. Make sure this lip is on the inside and it rides on that piece of that little spacer or whatever. Put your snap ring back on and use the new one. This one actually, either one. But use your new one. Put it on there. Fix your back tire. Should be ready to roll. Thanks for watching. Sorry about the bad quality and dirtiness, but it is what it is.